Kolok solo for
Golds
9
or
hours.
anything like that?
Ah,
You have the most annoying playstyle I've ever seen in my
Alright,
entire
and
life.
welcome
I don't want you
everyone to
on my
the
team, and I don't
Daroka
want you on the enemy
Invitational
team.
here.
I'd prefer
One
if you
runner, obviously.
actually uninstalled the game.
You know,
And
he needs to be
I'm being
guaranteed to win
completely
somehow.
honest, nothing personal.
So here we
but your
go, we're just
playstyle
loading in the
pisses me
game.
off.
And we're gonna make our way over to Sign, the most basic bitch ability that you can get. You know, just press X, and if Sign feels like it, Sign will attack. You can never really guarantee these things. You know, either you scroll too fast, or, you know, Sign just decides to... Fuck it, there's like this little bug in the air. Fuck that. Don't care about the spore, I'm just gonna kill this little fucking bug, right? You know, everyone fucking hates mosquitoes. You know, they just made them bigger in Will of the Wisps, just like as an excuse. So they could say that, you know, Sign was targeting them all along. Yeah, you're correct, Lucy. I don't scroll too fast. But this cheater over here, you know, Dokka Invitational contains 100% cheaters. That's a fucking guarantee. You know, it's in the like the setup thing. You know, you have to be a cheater to join. So, you know, I'm not too sure why Chem didn't join, but regardless, we've picked up Sign. Now we're gonna do Funky Fight. Daroka, you know, he tries to do a no stop, but then he stops on the first one. So, you know, fucking fair enough. Looks like his new bind for getting out of a menu is going to work fine, and he's just going to plow himself face first into some spores here. You know, real masochist Daroka is. But anyway, he'll go up. Hasn't taken any further damage, so I guess he's not that much of a masochist. Keep going up. Let's see if he gets fucked by this top slime here. You know, I always thought the Daroka was more of a bottom, but he's picked up a health drop, so his health should be fine. And that bottom slime is, you know, really done us all a favor by not dropping anything. Although Daroka still doesn't feel like he wants that XP. Fucking doesn't need it. You know, who cares? Just level up on the way up. You know, it's fine. But anyway, he's gonna do a fat as fuck backflip jump out of the keystone and drop down to a ghost door. So let's go. He's not going to go for 3 HP. This is obviously, you know, you need 5 HP for the final swim because we're not getting the clean water. But this is a slower health cell, so it's typically collected by nubs such as myself, and obviously Daroka here, as, you know, just to illustrate my point. He fails dropping down through a log. Good shit there, mate. So we'll go through, gonna collect this second keystone. We're not actually gonna go up through Spirit Caverns, you know, who cares about what the game reckons we should do? We're just gonna say, fuck you, Moon, I know it's better. I'm gonna go through. He actually collects not very much XP there. It'll be interesting to see what his XP wheel's like, and yes, he does have to duck back. It's almost like he would have saved a couple frames if he just got, you know, a couple more XP from that first slime. But, you know, that's alright. And it looks like, I know we're going to get like a 22, 23 wall jump. Yeah, there we go, 322. You know, Daroka's clearly talking shit when he says that he got a 319. You know, because he's golded these twice. I think he meant 219, like between, you know, Sign and wall jump, and you know, that's fine. Like, that's an okay time. But you know, it's definitely not a 1x. So anyway, he's gonna half fuck his movement. He only collects one there because, you know, why turn back? He gets about 500 health drops. And yeah, Lucy, you're right. It is a sub 40 wall jump time. You're correct there. But you know, I think that we've got the bar a little bit higher than that. But you know, we'll see. Drake is now going to navigate through this insta-drop area. Manages to get through safely, so now he's on 2 health. So even if he takes, you know, a damage here, does a little turn back there instead of just attacking that slime. Interesting choice to, you know, drop a couple of frames for, you know, next to no reason. Decides to murder the shit out of that slime. So this would basically guarantee that he's going into BRB with at least 2 health, because I've been too busy talking shit to actually see if he's got any health drops. And in fact, that Bramble Wall does, you know, does drop some health. But Daroka goes, nah, fuck it, I don't need it. But, you know, Joker, he's playing the cheater input method. This is some interesting menuing here. This is some good shit. I don't know if he just went through manually or whatever. Um, uh, but you know, even though he's on the cheater input method, he's still gonna go for magnet because fuck, I don't know. You know, you've got all the advantage of scrolling, and you're like, you know what? Nah, I don't need that time. Fuck that. You know, fails that first jump around. That's all good. I actually didn't see exactly how much XP Daroka had there, so I'm just going to quickly see if I can pull up the stream, and I'll see if I can find that for us, as hopefully he's not going to die on the way back. He does fail that first jump though, that's, you know, that's a good sign. Almost gets cucked by the orb, but doesn't, that's pretty good. And he's going to make his way through now. He's going to collect this XP. He's not going to be a greedy son of a bitch. And is just going to go through. We'll see if he tries to, you know, 10-head this and ends up dying. But he does put the save down, which means that he's not going for the new fancy strat, which is surely going to save way more time, you know, than missing this cycle is going to save. But, you know, that's okay. You know, whatever. So he's going to go up. I'm still checking to see exactly how much XP he had. 33, so I really hope he doesn't kill this slime here, and he's not. But we'll see if the slime's going to kill him. Does stand in an awkward position. I tend to stand on the middle, not on the left, but he does stay on the right, and it seems to go okay. So now we're going to make our way up, you know. Hopefully not miss this cycle. It's a little bit close, but, you know, it's pretty free, to be honest. You know, if you've got hands and you've got eyes, you really shouldn't be missing that. And we're going to make our way up to the lever, I don't know, fucking same shit. Doesn't die to that laser, thankfully. You know, he knows how to wall jump. Some people don't know how to. You know, I've definitely never died there. And we're gonna see if he fucks up this cutscene stack. You know, he has been known to screw it up. It looks like he's got it mostly under control. Cool. So he does like the first bit of the new cutscene stack, and then he just like doesn't have another energy to, you know, do it properly.
Lucy,
So
you're fucking...
we're gonna lose a little bit of time here.
My left click is fucked up now.
Here we go. Classic runner, just blaming other people. You know, it seems more like a skill issue to me. So he's gonna make his way through. Doesn't opt to do any sort of blind movement here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when he was trying to change the map thing, I think that he like took it off proceed or something dumb. Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty nice dash glide there. Does do another dash glide, you know, just to prove that he can, really. And we're gonna walk, you know, the most infamous cheater of them all, Billy Mitchell, across to this energy door. Billy is, you know, was obviously invited to the Doka Cheetah Invitational. But unfortunately he won't be completing a run, as we're gonna murder the shit out of him, you know, before we really even get close to the end of the game. So hopefully this time to level up is gonna go fine. That's some nice tilt there. And he's gonna go through. It's gonna do, you know, the slow as fuck, just 5-head it instead of waiting for it to close. That saves a couple of frames if you just wait, apparently. Some good buffering and some nice scrolling there, although of course because he just went magnet, it would be faster if he did just went for death glide there. Hey look, Lucy, you didn't tell me how many frames it saves, so I'm just gonna say a couple. So, you know, whatever. Maybe those frames are poly and, you know, they've, you know, their couple is just fucking 10. Who knows? Well, I'm commentating, not you. If you want to come talk shit, you can come into the commentary booth. But anyway, you know, doesn't quite get the God Cycle there. Does, you know, dash straight into those spikes, but that's alright, as we're gonna, you know, int at this ghost door. Doesn't quite save fast enough to collect the spider shot on the way out. And now we'll see if he's going to do the double jump blind movement, or if he's going to risk it with the enter Ginsu game storage, and it does look like that's what it's going to do. It's a bold move, given that we've already established that some of his binds are fucked. Not something that I would be doing, you know, with a lack of confidence in my binds, but, you know, that's okay. You know, the good thing about the Dokka Invitational is that he's guaranteed to win, so, you know, it's fine. And yeah, Lucy collects the spider shot in his face. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing if I ever go to Germany, collecting a shot to the face. Anyway, we're gonna make our way up to Grotto Skip here. We'll see if he's gonna be able to actually make it, and it looks like I've thrown him off pretty well here. Damn, he does get it second try though. I'm gonna say fuck the French, and he's not gonna go for the get jump there. And this looks like some, you know, controller type menuing. It's pretty slow. I don't know what's happened with his binds, but it looks to have fucked it pretty bad. Some interesting wall jumping as well, but it looks like we're gonna, well, maybe not. And maybe not again. You know, but there we go. He gets up eventually. Story of my life, really. He gets it up eventually. Anyway, we're gonna go through.
Fuck!
I'm gonna collect this water vein. There's some interesting jumping. It didn't look like he really saved much time there at all. There is a way where if you double jump at the correct spot, you end up further inside the cutscene. You know, so then you're able to save a bit of time because you're further in. Yeah, I mean, I've often had issues with, you know, getting it further in, so it's fine that Drake, you know, isn't quite able to get that either. Gandalf doesn't let him pass either. You know, we're really, you know, getting the works here when it comes to this run. Got some more interesting wall climbing. You know, a little bit of sliding back down there. And he's not even going to try and deboost through that slime. He's going to level up, kill this frog, and now we're going to make our way up. Yep, okay, we are going to make our way up to this cell, so it looks like Doreka isn't going to be going for a meme sea juggle. Obviously, he does have that time to throw away because it is the Dokka Invitational with one runner. But given that he's not even going to try, you know, to do this God Cycle here, he's just going to dash off the end. And, you know, he's going to collect this teleporter that we are obviously going to need for later. That's a nice push. And he's going to make his way up and attempt his Ginsu game storage. We'll see exactly how fucked these mines are. So obviously we're going to reload to skip this first start of the cutscene. We're going to open a save anywhere and go through. And let's see what this menuing is like. My guess is that it's going to be, you know, worse than my menuing. But let's have a look. Interesting. Yeah, look. I mean, given that Ori's facing like a totally different way, I'm not too sure exactly why Doreka decided to open up the menu there, but, you know, whatever, that's fine. We'll go through, we'll see if he's going to try and save 1.7 seconds, and it doesn't look like it, does it? You know, he's really taking his time here in the schema room, but, you know, he still decides to wait for a moment and just get fucked by that top gamer. I'm going to go through, he's got 3 HP. Okay, that's an interesting time to deboost, especially given that you have a scroll wheel. But sure, we'll go through, we'll get him to die just over here, and that will mean that he should hopefully catch this Asmus cycle. Assuming he doesn't read chat, but turns out he fucks it up anyway. It was probably because of, you know, he decided to get fucked in a gamer room. But, you know, that's fine. So we'll make our way through. He's gonna push this through. Yeah. And now we've got a scroll central. We'll see if Droka does in fact have eyes and can see where it's gonna spawn, and it looks like he doesn't, as that was a long time to wait. Looks like he still doesn't have eyes, although he does, you know, decide to move away. Yeah, look, he just doesn't have eyes, does he? Like, he's just standing in the totally wrong spot for these. But that, you know, that's alright. You know, what's a bit of time loss when you're, like, -30 at Enter Ginsu? You know, you can sort of take a bit of time loss there. He's going to drop a save down to make sure that he's on 3 HP, just so that he can, you know, kill himself a bit more effectively. And, you know, that's really a statement, you know, that I can get behind. I can really get behind, you know, effective killing of oneself. He almost bounces off the bounce pad, and that would have just fucked it all up, really. But he does go through. That's a very late save, but, you know, it's not going to matter. And we're still going to be, well, like minus 24 or something, minus 25, in fact, at Bash Tree. So hopefully me reading out the split times isn't going to fuck him up. But I'm going to continue doing it anyway, because what's he going to do? Fucking lose a one-person race? So here we go. He's going to make his way up. You know, we'll see if he decides to do a couple of extra bashes, and in fact he doesn't. He does value that third of a second. Not that you'd, you know, think that from the caliber of his gameplay. But, you know, we're making our way up. We'll see if he manages to not fuck up his double bash, but looks fine. Interesting move to just, like, run into the spikes, but, you know, it does work fine. 3 HP is, you know, still enough. A little bit slow there to just sort of vault over and like almost die instead of just turning around and bashing. That is what I would recommend. And wow, okay, he's not even going for the deboost wall climb. That is some interesting movement right there. And again, he doesn't even just like go straight for the bash lantern. Like, why? Like, you know, I know that you can't lose a one-person race, but like, you know, the goal is to go fast in speedrunning, right? Like, come on. But, you know, yeah, sure, just collect the health, like, you know, why not? You know, I'm sure that if you hadn't just ran into the spike wall below, you know, I would say, by my estimation, you know, you probably would have just been fine. But, you know, what do I know? You know, I'm just a fucking shit runner. Anyway, make short work of that second Gidso mini-boss. Decides to save. Fuck knows why, he's about to level up. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
The binds!
You know,
What?
You need the health.
I have to scroll on the map. What the fuck?
What the fuck are you scrolling with? Why are you scrolling on the map? What the fuck are you
If
doing?
I left click, it doesn't work.
Bit of a two-head move, to be honest.
That's on
anyway,
the directly. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's not going to rekindle skip these lasers, and in fact he's not. You know, he does have some skill at the game. You wouldn't consider it, you know, but, you know, Joker is full of surprises, I guess. We'll see if he decides to fuck Ringo, or rather if Ringo decides to fuck him, to continue with the theme of, you know, Joker being a bottom. And it looks like he does get fucked by Ringo, actually. We'll see if that happens again, as it's close, but it looks like it's going to be alright, at least for now. Does throw away a couple frames by making Ringo shoot to the wrong side. You know, obviously you want Ringo shooting towards you instead of away from you, like otherwise what's the point in getting him to shoot, you know, like come on. We'll see if he goes to this hyperspeed here. He does. Alright, interesting menuing. Like, you know, this allegedly saves 0.4 of a second, and I'm pretty sure you just lost it all in menuing, but you know, that's alright. We'll go through, just making our way up to the Stomp Tree now, really. That's a very, very low catch on that bash. We'll see if he still decides to go for the deboost anyway, and he does. Does bitch out just a little bit, but you know, that's okay. And here we go, we are collecting the Stomp Tree. Now we're only minus 16 here, which, you know, it does sound okay, but really we did just lose 9 seconds, so I know this run is in a little bit of peril at the moment. Not even gonna bother just, you know, doing a dash off that. He's just gonna walk off, you know, sure, that's fine. You know, walking is almost as fast as dashing, you know, on a large enough scale, at least. We're gonna make our way through. Now we've just got a second opportunity to get fucked by Ringo. You know, this is the sort of shit that Daroka lives for. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen, as he makes his way up pretty cleanly to the ability cell. Nice and easy movement over the over those lasers. I say that, and he fucks up the easy bit. Not even gonna get a hyperspeed there. I don't know how. So now we've got Kuro cutscene. Thankfully, he doesn't get fucked by another frog. You don't want to just go sleeping around with other frogs when you've got Ringo, right? Like, come on. It's gonna make his way to this spider sack energy cell. He almost dies there. I didn't actually see if Drake put down a safety save. But if he didn't, then we would have gone back, and that would have given him another opportunity to fuck that frog, which he passed up the first time. But, thankfully, his morality is intact, and he's gonna remain monogamous for now, at least with frogs. So now this Fronkey's, gonna chase after him for a little bit. We're gonna use and abuse this Fronkey on our way out of the Charge Flame tree. And this is really, even though it's like 2/3 of the way through the run, it really feels like the halfway point of the run. Like, this is really where things start to ramp up. After Feather, that's when shit actually gets real. He does manage to do this dash glide. Some more like super suspect menuing. I don't know about that. Like, maybe we should kick him out of this cheat invitational, because I don't know if he's even using his fucking scroll wheel. So we can make our way through here. As turns out that's my favorite saying. Interesting double bash. Just get hit on by a bird. Why not? And soon Drake is gonna repay the favor by shooting his shot, into the face of a bird. Truly everyone's dream. So make our way through some slightly tricky wall jumping here, but it's nothing. It's nothing compared to grotto walls. Nice bash angles there. You'd think that he didn't have fucking eyes with that bash angle, to be honest. Let's see, up towards the bird boss. Let's see if he's gonna get cut by the rebound angle. Well, it looks like he's not. But I mean, that would never happen, right? Like, why would it just like bounce straight up back into Ori? Never see that. And in fact, we're gonna see a bit of a bitch move here with this safety save. He really doesn't trust himself with this fast stompless, and in fact, he does, fuck up the first shot. As Haze Emphasis, nothing's weird here. This is all totally fine. So we go through. Actually makes the shot okay, and shoots his shot right into that bird's face. So we've got a little bit of a reprieve here, waiting for Feather to come down. Nice and slow. The worst thing about watching a splits during this cutscene is that it starts ticking down, and you're like, oh yeah, this is going to be a decent time. And it turns out this cutscene's about 20 seconds long, and now we've gone from -31 at Entaginso to -3 at Feather. 3.1 actually, so you've just thrown away, like, literally 90% of your lead. And Lucy, I don't give a fuck exactly how long it is. It takes about 1,000,000 years to go through. Alright, nice. I think that this just confirms my theory that Doreka doesn't have eyes, as he doesn't manage to collect that cell about 3 or 4 times in a row. Rocket jumps up, has to collect this because he was a bitch and he put down the save at the top. And he's gonna rocket jump up successfully. He does land in some slime shit, but thankfully he does have enough health to make his way through safely. Yeah, save anywhere through here, and I anticipate, some dodgy movement in getting out of Charge Jump Tree. Not the worst Charge Jump split I've seen, only just under a minute, so, like, it's okay. Probably could have done a bit better. Probably would have been a gold, actually, if you didn't fuck it up with that cell. It's, it's really exactly where you want to be throwing away gold pace. So, we've saved another 6 seconds in this split. Very interesting that he goes the lower route here, actually. Yeah, I really don't buy that as, actually saving time. But, it's not on the way in, it's not on the way out. Sure, you get a good stompable cycle, but I just don't think it's the one that you actually want. But regardless, we're going to float our way up to the Sunstone. We're still waiting on Terra to find a skip for this dumb piece of shit. I mean, it wouldn't really save that much, right? Like, it's not like Lucy's suddenly going to be going, shit, fucking 25s on the table. But, it would be nice just to not, it'd be nice to root out a AC. And Lucy, if you want to talk shit, just fucking join the comms, alright? I've had enough, and that's an interesting fat finger there, you know. Does manage to stomp his way through with this bad cycle, and you know, Joker's clearly not, you know, he's not anorexic, right? But you know, I didn't think that his fingers were that fat that he just, you know, dash into the fucking, just dash into the side of the fucking chimney. Anyway, we're going through Misty Woods. He's got 3 energy at the moment. We'll see if he fucks it up. He's really not been doing super well in this area in practice. That's a dicey fucking bash, but you know, does manage to get away with it. Decides instead to ram his face into a Fronky. I thought that we, you know, were over this, Joker. I thought you had a thing for frogs, but you know, Fronkies as well. You know, you do you. Fronkies, birds, fucking frogs. The only thing that's missing here is slimes, and honestly, I don't blame him for not being into them. So he's not going to attempt this rekindle skip. He's just going to eat the time loss. And he's going to make his way through. That's a very, very high charge jump. It's a lot easier just to double jump your way out of that. But, you know, if you feel like losing some time, it's not like you're going to be second in this Dokkan Invitational. Looks like we're going to be around even, slightly red. Especially if you miss the tree, then we're definitely going to be slightly red. So, you know, as you know what, Jill, now that you mention it, Fronkies really do look like a mix between Ori and frogs. So, you know, it looks like he doesn't like the green ones, because I haven't seen any green Fronkies. They're all, you know, sort of an orangey red, sort of like Ringo, I guess. So we're gonna make his way through. That's some fucking interesting movement going through those lasers, but you know, like, fuck it, I guess. You know, he hasn't killed the run just yet. He's just playing with fire, I guess. Gonna make his way through. Has to bash on that one. I don't know why. You've literally got 5 energy. Like, what the fuck are you doing in this if you've got fucking 5 energy at those? Like, what are you doing? Nice. Fantastic. Gonna make it through. Okay, look, this is really something. Yeah, Lucy, I don't care about 4 HP. I'm saying, why does he have full energy? Why is he not just fucking wasting anything, you know? Like, what's the point in having all that energy? You might as well just go through all of Misty on fucking 1 energy. He's gonna go through. That's a fucking nice air dash, and in fact, instead of doing the nice air dash, he's just gonna fucking ram himself into some spikes. Looks like that masochistic side that we saw way back, you know, in Glades, you know, has really come back to him. And speaking of Glades, we're actually gonna be heading back there now. Does decide to burn some energy there, but you know, that's like the one
Why?
uncancelled
Why?
thing that he's done in like the fucking entire of Misty. There's some more dodgy menuing. You know, he's going to continue to blame Lucy for his mistakes, but I continue to think that this is just a skill issue here. That's a nice death bash on that slime. And he's just going to literally int into that slime. That's going to make sure that this door opens itself up. And we're going to make our way down. It's an interesting stomp. I don't know if I'd do that. Another interesting stomp, and this looks like a, okay, that would look like a death to me. But I'm pretty sure that he just, you know, ate a later cycle. Isn't going to go for the iconic map markers, and is instead going to go for whatever the fuck the third thing on the red tree is. I don't know, I don't care, it's the red tree, who gives a shit? He does have 3 energy there, but do you think he'd charge dash? Nah, fuck that. You know, who needs to save time? Fucking Noctoroka. You know. Who needs to save time when you're the fucking one runner in the Dokkan Cheetah Invitational? So we'll see if he manages to hit these G-jumps, and there's 1 failed G-jump. We'll keep a count of this throughout the rest of the run. We'll see how many of these G-jumps he fucks up. A little bit of an annoyed mouse wiggle there. It's almost like if he didn't fuck up the first G-jump, he probably would have made it fine, and in fact he just dashes straight into fucking lasers. Interesting. I would recommend against, you know, going for that rocket jump a second time. because I've got a feeling that it's going to just beat the shit out of him. And instead it's those spikes, so really Masochism coming out in droves here in the second half of the run. They're really doing anything you can to inflict maximum damage on Ori, and in fact our eyes, as he's not going to do an uncancelled charge dash there. Does manage to do some okay menuing this time, which, you know, is pretty interesting. And to everyone in chat saying F run, this split is a minute 30 and his PB split for end is 2:37. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to be totally fine with that death. There's no way that it's 40 seconds. He just has to not fuck up the G jump. And Zamsis, I'm not king shaming shit. You know, if Droker wants to have fun with Ringo and with spikes and with Fronkies and with birds, you know, he can do whatever he wants. He does manage to get this G jump. That's some movement. And it does look like this run isn't quite dead yet. You know, it looks like it's going to be, you know, +8, +9-ish. Yep, +8 basically. So, you know, with a 2:37 final split, it looks like the poor leaderboard mods are gonna have to verify a run with this fucking commentary. So, you know, they're gonna have a good time. But of course, before anyone sees it, Devil's just gonna go, oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, exactly. So really, no one's gonna watch this. No one's gonna watch this PB. So here we go. You know, we do have the final escape here. Really, you know, he just has to not fuck up the final G jump, right? You know, he just has to not die and not fuck it up. There's so much time to save here in this split that's really all he has to do. So, you know, he is going through pretty quickly. Hopefully he doesn't get here too quickly for the fish cycle. But this does look okay, or at least I'd make this on controller swimming. You know, the one downside of the cheater input method. He doesn't spawn Kuro, which is pretty nice. Doesn't get fucked by any rocks. A little bit of nerve showing here with his approach onto the wall, and he does get the G jump first try. So I've got no idea exactly how long it takes, you know, from the G jump,
Thanks for the
you know, to
GGs.
tell what time it is. But it does look like this is going to be pretty close, and in fact I'm getting word from resident shit talker Lucidus that it's going to be a 32-32. Okay, no, maybe not. He does get the 32. I guess I'm just fucking blind. But you know, the 237 is a 237 final split. Really does wonders here. Hopefully he's not going to do a narrow hops to fuck up the 32, and in fact he doesn't. That's a nice gold there. And Lucy, you know, my trucker gets it fucking wrong both times. You know, fucking what does world record holder know about this game? And Droker finishes up with a 32:56.83. So thank you all for tuning in to the first weekly Doka Cheetah Invitational. And yeah, I guess I'll see you for the next PB. Same time next Tuesday. So I'll catch you all later.
Why does it not work every time? Okay, on my race this week, are you gonna commentate so I can actually win? Yeah, the fucked up binds. Oh, thanks for the GGs, everyone. Like, why? How much time did I lose to saving instead of teleporting? Yeah, I'm against Squid. Why is OG so quiet now? Oh. 4 PB1. Oh, Jesus. I think I lost more on Ginzo because I didn't realize that I saved. Did I ever alt tab in this run? Because I don't have Ori in focus. Or like recorded. I have screen recording. I hope I didn't alt tab. Yeah, look at Lucy. I can't alt tab. Not easy, it's free. Yeah, sure. Two kill gambling 100 while having 10 million or something. Look at that, she fucking broke the system. Yes, perfect. Oh yeah, really good menuing. There we go. I think I have slots. I might have disabled them. I can't alt tab, that's the problem. I might have disabled them then. Okay, wait, let me see if I can log in real fast and... I have to fix my binds. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, slots on. Do whatever you want.
There goes the table. Bits of his keyboard fucking flying everywhere. Just for the F key flying past the camera.
Yep. I don't know the cool. Wait, let me check the cooldown. Slots minigame. There's no cooldown. I think 10 was minimum when if I just saw it right. Or 100 maybe? Oh. Whoops. 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 Everything's broken. 10 is minimum actually. Lucy, calm down. Okay.